Well, hello and welcome to Double Talk. I'm Mark Steffen.
Really? Because I haven't seen you in a long time.
Where have you been?
Do you have any ID? I want to make sure that you're the right guy. I'm Michael Mandel.
Oh, you sure?
I've been out for medical reasons, and I still should be, because you just knocked me out just by being here.
No, but
and you're sick too.
But your psychiatrist thinks it's good for you to get out, so that's good.
It is. I haven't cut my ear off yet, and that's good.
And well, this is like the graphic said at the beginning. This is 16th of September weekend,
which is today.
Today, yes, and tomorrow too. Yeah, well, the weekend.
No, it's
big
16th of September is one day.
Saturday.
Yes.
But to take the whole weekend.
Okay, it's the 17th. Okay, it's a big weekend.
Yes, especially
hey, you should.
Lucia.
Yes. Are you coughing? Because somebody brought in this Waltussin. You should probably take some Waltussin. Why don't you open that up?
You know, well, I bought this at Walgreens to take it on the advice of the pharmacist.
Well,
but then I got it home and I started reading the ingredients, and I wouldn't take this if my cough was killing me.
It is killing you.
Because the first non-active ingredient is aspartame.
People drink aspartame all day long, as
That's
they
their
say.
problem.
Right, but you have a problem too, because Mr. Health Nut, you're avoiding taking things that you can't get in any other form.
I avoid aspartame.
Why didn't you just buy? You should have just bought straight guafnessin. Why don't you read the ingredients when you get the stuff?
Oh, I didn't have my glasses with me. This also contains.
You don't need glasses. You had your cataracts fixed, didn't you?
I still can't read.
Can't you read like this?
Fine print.
Can't read like that? One eye?
I'm going to read like this.
Okay.
Look at the other inactive ingredient.
It's all for flavor, It says flavor is one of them.
Polyethylene glycol. Polyethylene, that's what they make dry cleaning bags out of. And glycol, that's what they clean guns with.
Well, actually, polyethylene glycol is what you put in your radiator. But it's also, there's polyethylene glycol, if I'm not mistaken, in Gatorade. So it has a smooth mouthfeel. And also keeps you from heating up, just like your radiator.
So they're poisoning us with medicines.
Well, so you say, but you're poisoned with disease. You need medicines.
I don't need poison to cure poison.
It's a short-term poison. I mean, you would certainly take...
no, I'd rather let nature take its course. I'm going to return this to Walgreens.
And die?
Today.
Yeah, well, I'm going to come with you to see how that's going to work.
All right. And if they don't take it back, I'll be back next week.
Because you put a piece of Scotch tape on it to make it look like you didn't open it. So.
Well, I just want it to be.
Oh, sure, they're going to believe that.
I want them to send it back.
It's not going to work. They're going to send it back.
Now, besides this being the 16th of September, we want to mention coming up the big event that we spoke about on last week's show with Yoli.
Oh, which I missed. What?
Yeah,
we did. We just mentioned the 16th of September.
You must have been on the phone, boss.
Yeah, you were probably busy. Because you didn't notice, we said a whole bunch of stuff about this not be, tomorrow is not the 16th of September.
And big doings over in Mesilla, I already said that. And it's
happy birthday to our
Mexico
producer, Chris, who apparently is a Virgo. Really, at his age, it's hard to believe.
Well, he's holding out.
Yes, he's waiting for the right time.
As I am.
Yes. No, it's not your fault. It's everybody else holding out.
I'm so lonely.
Yes, so well.
And so the big event.
That's the big event after you stop becoming a Virgo. Yes.
It is to me.
What is this?
The big event's coming up next week. So we want to show you just a quick blurb from last week's show, really. And let's roll in that
I should see that, because I wasn't here last
Hi, Mark Steffen here with the Double Talk Show right here on the Las Cruces channel. I'm with Yoli Diaz of the CARE organization, and we're talking about the big event coming up September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th, right, Yoli?
Yes, and also known as La Gran Fiesta. So at this event, there are going to be vendors, food vendors, a carnival, a kids zone, entertainment galore, competitions, all that is there. So if you want to know more, you got to go. You got to get to the event.
So go to the website. What is the website?
CareLasCruces.org.
And we'll see you downtown Las Cruces on the plaza. So you got that to look forward to, and we'll mention it again next week, because that will be the weekend of the big event.
I see what's going on. You wear a tie when you get a hot woman on the show, but for me, nope. Never dress up.
It's summertime, Michael. It's still too hot for a tie and a coat.
This is a summer tie.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it ventilates. It's like wicking. It's wicking my neck.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why there's no sweat coming off my neck.
Okay.
Yeah. 16th of September. Sounds like fun. Sounds like, well, just another excuse for margaritas. And who needs an excuse for margaritas? You never do.
Well, I mean, our district attorney might need an excuse for some margaritas right now. He's
under
fire big time.
He's a good guy. I mean, I've liked him. He's got 2 people after him with events that took place, what, about 5 years ago? 2013,
Or
20,
recently.
yes.
One of them. And, well, he did hire some geeks in his office. One attorney who would show up drunk to court more than once.
Yes.
And
that's the guy who's suing him for something.
Right, you must have owed these people favors to hire them.
I don't know if anybody out there has ever worked. Probably not, because you're sitting here watching TV, and neither of us have worked. But from what I hear, in work, there's always conflict between a boss and the worker about what you should be doing and how you're supposed to act. And this is, because they're all lawyers and it's a law environment, it's just a formal way of griping.
Well, it's supposed to be a professional environment, and they should know how to behave under these
Since when
circumstances.
I think after the 50s we stopped being professional.
No, in Las Cruces, I guess you get away with anything.
Well,
down
you
here.
used to be able to.
And
Well, didn't the guy who ran the jail get away with, buying dope 4 times?
well, no, because he lost his job over it.
Well, he did get away with it for a while. They just decided.
He still has to go to court over that.
Yes, we'll see if he gets away with it.
Well, and the spokesman for the DA's office, Damian Willis, who writes
Yeah.
the column for the Sun News in
He
the Pulse
does.
section,
Yeah.
he's got to do everything. He's doing a lot of tap dancing, trying to put the right spin on all this.
It's good. We'll see how Mark. I like Mark. I hope he comes out okay.
Well, he's term limited, so he's on his way out anyway.
Right, but he might as well go out happy and not all grouchy.
Yeah, well, you may
That's what happens.
we may get stuck with a Republican DA next time because of all the shenanigans.
Yeah, nobody pays attention really. It's just how nice you are in your little speeches and what kind of election things you give, and if you have good parties.
Well, so
that's
far,
that's what counts.
well, so far he's got a kind of a bad report card.
Really, unlike who?
Well, anybody else who's in the office.
Report cards.
The Las Cruces Public Schools have decided to stop sending report cards. They were sending them in the
Paper
mail.
report card.
Used to be they give them to the students. Students
Right,
would
but
take
they
them home.
couldn't trust the students.
The parents would sign it, and the students would take it back. Then they started sending them out in the mail to the parents, but they're trying to save money.
Go paperless because that
It's costing them $60,000 a year just to send them out in the mail.
And if you have it online, you just press the button. You just have to get all the parents' emails. And the trouble is, the parents have to give them to you, and not the students, because if the students give them to you, they'll give you some made-up email. And
well, see, the parents have to show up in person to the school, and they have to get a code and give their email address, show their ID to make sure it's the right parent. And a lot of parents aren't going to put up with that. Only parents who are really involved in their children's education will do that.
Will. But I don't see why they have to go through all that.
They do have to.
Well, can't they just go through Equifax? Equifax has
Would you dare?
Equifax has all our information. And did you sign up for that?
No.
Did you go on? You've never been in their books, have you?
I don't know.
You're off the map on there.
Most people never signed up for Equifax. They're just in
You
there.
don't sign up, but if you go for a mortgage, if you go to the bank and they check your background, they go through Equifax,
Well, then I'm in there.
Experian, or TransUnion.
Well, now whoever stole the information has all that information.
Right, and they say, what do they do? They've known this since what, July? But what is precipitated so far? We don't know. We don't even know.
No, we don't know.
And
there's no secrets anymore.
I went on, and they say, have you been compromised? And apparently, you could put any name, made up or not, and they said, there's a good chance you've been compromised.
Right.
So I went into Equifax, where they told you to go, and they said, about 4 days we'll give you a verification.
Right. So
I'm still waiting.
Parents, if you want to find out what kind of grades your kids are getting, you have to go through the process of going to the schools, giving them your email address. You have to have a code. Then go into the website of the school system and to find your children's grades.
That'd be good.
And don't give the code to your children either.
You could go. I think you have a code.
Code.
Yeah, a code. Oh, I thought just because you have a
When
cold,
you have a
you're
cold,
not saying.
cold
You can't
sounds
say
like code.
You can't say the
yes.
word cold. Yeah.
And so
you can't communicate very well.
Now, I also want to mention that one of the lions of the United States Senate from New Mexico, Pete Domenici, has died at age 85 years old.
Longest serving senator from New Mexico.
Yes.
He also died in the middle of the Domenici seminars, which are
conference is going on right now at NMSU.
Yeah.
He was head of the Senate Finance Committee for years.
He was a big guy.
Yeah, he was. And in fact, he actually voted against Ronald Reagan in certain items because he's a free thinker and progressive in his own way.
Which is why he had a conference, because
even though he wasn't
free
Republican.
thinkers. Yeah. Really, think your own way as a Republican. What a novel idea. You mean not follow the pack?
Yeah, well,
That's a good idea.
Them days are gone for the most part.
Well, they may be coming back. We'll see what happens.
No.
But we're not supposed to be political in this show. What is NIMSU? What's this NIMSU
Well,
thing?
MSU now has been named in the top 200 universities.
Yes, we've tied with a number of them. I can just imagine if every number there has tied.
It's in the top tier 200 for the fifth time in the last 6 years.
We went up 10 points, 10 spaces. But I think we're, 189. We're 189, which isn't bad, really, as things go. When you think about all the private colleges that are fancy, there's a lot of big state schools. I went to some big state schools. I couldn't find my classrooms. They were too big.
Well, this is from the U.S. News and World Report, Best Colleges Ranking. And they base it on several factors. Assessment of excellence.
Well, that would be one factor.
Graduation and retention rates. Faculty resources. Student selectivity. I'm not sure what that means.
Means they didn't pick us.
Financial resources. And graduation rate performance. Oh, and the seventh one is alumni giving. We only ranked fifth. 5 percentage points there.
Oh, well, can't win everything. But we did win this, you know, after our actual public school system is getting ranked in the second worst.
Right. Even though we ranked that well, the regents are still getting rid of Chancellor Carruthers.
And he's been the guy that's been doing it for the last 5 years, right?
Yeah.
So whether it's partly him or not, how much time we got? Oh, okay. So being top 200, we both went to school at this school.
Yes, we did.
And they were good. I think they were pretty good.
We both taught there, too.
Yeah, we did. What'd you teach? Journalism?
Acting for the camera.
Acting for the camera, like we're doing now.
You call this acting?
I don't know. Is this acting or is it
In your
just
case,
getting
no.
crazy? Okay.
No. I also wanted to mention the City Council.
Yes. Work sessions.
Well, Cruces City Council, they have work sessions twice a month, usually in council chambers. But they've decided, interestingly enough, to take them out of the chambers and have them at various other places around town in other council districts.
Spread the wealth, right?
This week they're doing it. The next one on Monday is going to be at the city pool.
At the city pool?
The city pool.
Aquatic Center?
Aquatic Center.
So they're going to videotape it, right? They said they're going to be showing them, so they have to bring their cameras.
Yes.
I hope they're waterproof. And does this mean C-11 is going to be in a bikini?
I
don't know.
Does that mean Ken Miyagishima is going to be in trunks? No.
I don't know.
They call it an aquatic center. It's really a couple of kiddie pools. It's kind of an embarrassment. Until they get that Olympic-sized pool, it's no aquatic center.
Yeah, but it fills up enough people. The one that's across from the high school, is that Olympic?
Fringer pool.
Is that big enough?
It's basically...
Well, is that where the students who are in the swim team, is that where they practice?
That's where they practice.
That's all we need, city.
It's not quite Olympic size.
Well, see, the city has to learn how to spend more money or has to learn how to spend it correctly.
Well, the university has 2 Olympic-sized pools.
See, and anybody could use those.
I learned how to scuba dive in those pools.
So were you scuba dove?
I took scuba diving in college.
Yes. Really? Did you find buried treasure and stuff?
First I took swimming just to get into shape for all the swimming you have to do in scuba diving.
Oh. I took golf and skiing in my school.
Snow skiing?
Yes, I was in Albany, in Albany, New York. It was you go 20 minutes and you're at a ski thing. Anyhow, we're gonna take a shorter than 20-minute break right now and produce our people who keep supporting us and makes us able to buy these fine suits and black shirts.
In other words, we'll be back after these words.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
Friend, do you remember when it felt good to withdraw your cash from the bank to expand a business, go on vacation, or buy a new car? Well, today, withdrawing your own cash has become a very risky business. According to the secret war, banks are now required to spy on us for the government and then report any suspicious or unusual behavior. I suggest you get the secret war free. Call the number on your screen or visit online.
This is a national healthcare alert from the Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one suffers from knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, we've got great news. You could qualify for a pain-relieving knee brace at little or no cost to you. Get free delivery, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers at no charge to you. We also have other pain-relieving braces available for shoulder, ankle, and your back. Call the number on your screen right now to immediately receive a pain-relieving brace at little or no cost.
Well, we're back. Those hamburgers look pretty good, didn't
See,
they?
I've been trying to convince Mark to eat beef, and that ad has convinced him to do it. And someday we'll do a taste test of Jake's Burgers. You could put like a prophylactic bag in your mouth, so you could taste it, but you don't have to swallow it. Yeah, burger condom.
And,
You can't have a chicken burger. Chicken is chicken.
I've had their chicken sandwich, and it's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
A burger is going to be good.
That is
too.
good.
It
Now,
sounds great.
You know, coming up
You know what?
on the 26th of September
Yes.
is the day for filing for anybody who wants to run for city council in Las Cruces. You're running, right?
No, I don't think so. No.
Why not? You're on every other board.
That's true. I mean, I don't have time.
No.
Really, you know, that board for city council, those guys work a lot. Or
They
at
do.
least they're supposed to
They're
work
kept
a lot.
really busy.
They have to sit there every month, at least Monday, and it's excruciating. And luckily, they have bathrooms right under their desk.
And they also get on committees where they have to, you know,
And they have to do
fact find
research.
and have to meet with constituents.
Yes.
And basically they have to campaign for the next
They have
election.
to learn stuff. You know, like every decision they make, they need a certain modicum of information to make that decision. Sharon Thomas, when she was on the council,
yeah.
she did research on urban transit and outlying villages.
She
did a
was
lot
one of the better
urban
council
stuff.
people, I
She
thought.
really did a lot of work. She still works on it.
Yeah,
Tip
she
of
still
the hat,
advises
Sharon.
them.
Yes, she's good at it. So, but it's a noble thing to do.
Sure, there's several new people running for,
There are.
like District 6.
As after the 26th, we'll know exactly who's signed up. We'll tell you who's important.
I heard, I'm not sure if Olga Pedrosa's running next time.
No, she's out.
She's not
She's
up?
out.
Huh?
She's quitting. She's not going to run, I heard.
That's District 3. It was my old
That's her
district.
old district. Now you don't even have a district.
Well, I have a county district
That doesn't count for City Hall.
governed by a county commissioner.
That doesn't help, yes. Speaking of the county, our county has Hatch in it, and Hatch has Sparky's in it, and Sparky's once again took honors at a chili cheeseburger competition. This one, I think they've won this a number of times
No, it's the
before.
first time they've won it.
Really?
They've placed twice before. They finally won Best Green Chili Cheeseburger in the state of New Mexico
In the Albuquerque State Fair.
and in the New Mexico State Fair.
Well, yeah, we have the Southern New Mexico State Fair,
Yeah.
but they have the New
This was
Mexico
the state fair. Yeah, they finally won it. It's a big deal for anybody to win it.
It looks pretty good. On the other hand, I bet Jake's does a pretty good chili cheeseburger.
Well, you know, they've just come to Las Cruces, so they're going to have to.
We should compare that.
They're going to have to enter next year.
I guess
And
so.
I was just in Hatch this week getting my green chili for the end of the year.
You're at 40 pounds, 80 pounds? What are
And
you doing?
5, 10, 15. I got 20 pounds. As well as some salsa, some red sauce.
You got 4 pounds of
Some onions.
You got 4 bags, 4 or 5 pound bags, because
Yes.
you don't want to carry them all at once?
Yeah,
You don't want to carry 20 pounds?
Like-
You can't do it 20?
I did.
Okay.
But I got medium,
Oh, different types, huh?
mild, hot,
And pussy?
And but they don't go any milder than mild.
Oh, they don't go milder than mild.
So you'd
what
have to put up with mild.
I'm going to have to. What are these? Wait. Take the picture. These pictures. You
What?
brought this in from your own organic garden. These
Yeah,
are
I grow these.
Little chili peppers.
These are little jalapenos.
These are going to be really hot.
Yes, they are. And
Bite them. You bite them.
Bite me.
Bite them.
And so I bring in my bounty every week because there's more than I can eat. I don't want it to go to waste.
We've had a lot of your stuff. It's pretty good.
Yes.
It's like food or something. I don't know. It's
just like
similar
food.
to food.
It's like food, only better.
And it comes from somebody's house. I don't see. How come there's no saran wrap on it, or anything that makes it look like it came from a store?
Right.
It just looks too fake.
But it tastes so real.
Look at those colors. I mean, I don't know how it comes out on your set, but in life and in the studio screen, it comes out really red and green.
These are kind of 16th of September's colors, aren't they?
Yeah, red and green. It's New Mexico
the
colors.
Mexican flag.
Yes, our flag.
Now, something else that's in the news.
This stuff in the news. We haven't mentioned. Did you mention the floodings in Texas and Florida when you were on the last 2 weeks? No.
How does it affect us?
It has nothing to do. It affects us because we are hard, people with hearts who feel for other people.
Okay. Well, that's all it does. Now,
that's all it does.
A lot of people are getting tattoos these days.
What are you, a Republican?
And tattoos.
Is that a tattoo or the wrapper for Japanese sushi?
It's a big fad. It's hung around longer than I expected. And now, of course, they're finding out how toxic tattoos really are. And those dyes, break off and get into the lymphatic system and affect your immunity.
Did you know that everybody who's been tattooed has died?
Yeah,
not right away.
You get a tattoo, you will die.
Not right away. If you don't get a tattoo, you also will die.
You will do. Yes,
okay,
yes.
So.
But a lot of people are worried about the place where they get the tattoo. Is it clean? Are the needles clean? Yeah, but now they need to worry about the dyes, the toxic dyes that they put in you, because they are toxic, and there's nothing that regulates those dyes.
A lot of people don't know it, but they can be allergic to soy. And a lot of dyes, they say, well, this is good because it's made out of soy, but not everybody can tolerate soy.
Right.
Although
newsprint is made of soy.
Oh no.
Yeah, newsprint is soy-based, many of it.
Students I've had have written about how much they love going to the tattoo parlors. They make them feel comfortable. They're always extremely sanitary and clean, and the people who work there are considerate. I don't want to say anything against it. And hopefully, this has been going on a long time, since they've been sailors. And
before that, native tribes around the world would,
I know. Where do you get an idea like that? I'll put color under my skin because I want to see
I think the aliens taught them how to do that.
That's weird. But so far, most of those things, you never hear of people dying, but maybe now something new is happening. Like
it's a slow death.
I mean, it takes like 60 or 70 years.
Well, you can get infections like MRSA, things like that.
Well, you could. Oh, didn't somebody just get MRSA who went to...
Yeah, I know somebody who went to Memorial Medical. I was telling you about it. They went to Memorial Medical Center as a patient, caught MRSA in the hospital, and died.
Oh, you know who has MRSA?
Who?
City of Hope, one of those places.
Yeah.
They just got it.
What's a common thing?
A guy had it, and now they're nervous about it.
Well, it's a common thing, actually. A lot of people get exposed to it, and they really don't have any effects of it. But yeah, once you really get it, it's back. Here's a picture of a tattoo of a monkey on someone's back. Holding...
With tomatoes. Here's the tomato.
Yeah, with tomato. Holding a gun.
You can't get in front of that. Okay.
And so...
Hey, look at that lady's tomatoes.
She's sitting on... That's how you make tomato sauce.
How'd you know how to make tomato sauce? That is how I make tomato sauce. You don't even put your feet on them. No, that's horrible.
That's
for
grapes. That's only
tomatoes. Use your other tomatoes.
Yes.
Tomato.
Okay. Now, there's things going on this weekend also. Besides
there are a number of things.
The other things we mentioned. We have the play, the Shakespearean production, Two Gentlemen of Verona.
Production. It's the play. It's the what's his name?
Ken Forrestal's production.
Forrestal's production.
Oh, Two Gentlemen of Verona, Shakespearean comedy. And this weekend, they're doing it at the Reader's Theater at NMSU, right across from Milton Hall. Plenty of parking there.
Oh, yes. Yes, especially on weekends.
It's a nice event.
And,
it's kind of bare bones, but they're going to bring in their set and so forth. And it's going to be there for the next 2 weekends. And then for the third weekend, it's going to be at another venue, which we'll tell you about
in 2 weeks.
At that time, in 2
weeks. 2 weeks with that. Also, oh, look at that. Carol Burnett.
Hey, Carol.
There's a show
weekend?
commemorating her, but she's still alive.
The tribute to Carol Burnett. I don't know. I guess we're going to do some of
At
the songs she does.
She did
Boba
songs.
Cafe.
She does little
It's
skits.
so
She was
nice
big
to
on.
see you back.
I could do without that song.
Thank you.
I could do without it.
Well,
But her skits were a riot. They have to get somebody who's going to be like Harvey Korman. Who would that be?
and Tim
Brandon
Conway.
Brown? Tim Conway.
I don't know who's in the
Are
show.
you going to do Tim Conway?
Well, I could, but I won't.
You do
didn't
it on
ask
your
me.
knees.
And that's a door.
Okay. And coming up a little later is going to be, not this week, maybe next week, we'll tell you about the Rocky Horror Show at the Black Box.
That's next week, right?
Yeah, it's coming up.
Coming up.
Property tax is going down so small, you don't even care about it. But the city's proud that it's going down. You make like, on a $200,000 house, you'll save $8 a year, I think.
Not everybody's going to have a reduction.
No, different things are happening. But don't worry, because for those $8, you'll probably pay higher insurance fees because of the incidents that you didn't care about, which is Houston and Florida floods.
Property
Which a lot of
taxes.
Did you ever go to Key West?
Yes,
No.
I've been to
You
Key
did.
West.
Key West is a great little place.
I've been in all the keys.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's sad. That
Well, there's
that's
nothing
gone.
left of it now.
There's a little bit left.
Hemingway's house survived.
That's a solid house.
I hope Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville survived.
And I think Sloppy Joe's probably survived.
Sloppy Joe's survived.
You could go online and go to a webcam and see if Sloppy Joe's is still there. There's also a number of webcams around Key West, which is always fun to look at, especially when you have drunken crowds in the streets.
I hope Chica Lodge in Key Largo survived.
Oh, I
That's a
hope so.
really nice place.
Well, I hope they all come back even stronger and more concrete,
Right.
to keep them going.
And with that, we're out of time, aren't we?
Yes, if you want to see drunken things in the streets, it is the 16th of September, and then you can see things that happens at Key West and New Orleans and places like that, fun places. So Las Cruces can also be a fun place.
In Mesilla, primarily. Dia 16 de Septiembre.
Yes.
And with that, we're going to have to say goodbye.
Yes.
Adios.
See you next week.
Next week.
All is well.